Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the iPadOS 18 Beta 1 installation. As you can notice, it came in at a whopping size of 6.51 GB, and the footprint could vary depending on different devices. And a word of caution, please make sure those of you who are excited to try it on your devices, back up your device and preferably use a non-primary device. And by the way, I'm going to install this on my iPad Pro 11-inch. And I'm going to list a set of devices that is supported for iPadOS 18 itself. And you can see there are various devices that are going to be supported. And I'm going to install it right away and come back right in a bit. Here we go. My device is powered by iPadOS 18 Beta 1. So friends, be aware, this is the early betas. In fact, the first beta for iPadOS 18, and therefore expect this to be a little laggy and at places buggy. One more time for the same reason that I talked about, so make sure it will not break your device, and therefore preferably try on a non-primary device after you back up the data. So here we go. So let me click here a few things regarding analytics, etc. And we're all set to take this device for a spin. And let's see what's the newest experience Apple has to have for in terms of iPadOS 18. And I'm going to take you through some of the most important features that are the most exciting and long awaited from Apple, which has leveraged the power of Apple Intelligence. And I'll take this for a spin. If you've not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and give it a big fat thumbs up. Let's get started. First up, let's take a look at the build number. As you can see, the build number is 22A5282M. M at the end is a long way away for the final release. So now let's look at the control panel. So as you can see, this is a new layout of the control panel. So you can see here, you can go page by page for the control panel. This is a unique way of realizing the control panel particular to the iPadOS 18 that Apple's given. I don't know if you like it, and let me know in the comments section how we're liking it. So it gives you a unique way to go ahead and look at the control panels and then resize them and then position them differently. So you can see here I'm just trying to play around to move the items in the control panel here and there. And I can try to resize them, I can move around, so there is animation that is going on with this. I'm quite liking the fun part of it if you like. And also I'm noticing that there are times it gets laggy and it could be buggy. That is to be expected, this is the first beta. So Apple's done a good job. So far I've not faced any major issues, there are no showstoppers yet, at least for me. But you can see here I can do a little bit of customization, and I could go ahead and look at a lot more a little later as we go into the journey. So I'm sure these things are exciting enough in terms of the reimagined control panel by Apple. And let's look at a few other things, especially that you want to look at. The Notes app in particular would be a good way to start the moment. I say 2 plus 10, for example, and equal to, and then wait for it to do some magic. Look at this, how Apple is using the AI power to go ahead and do some computations for you. So you can think of doing basic mathematics to start with, like addition, subtraction and multiplying numbers, and of course you can go ahead and slightly do a little more complex things like exponentiation. See here as you speak, I'm showing you 5 square, of course no point for guessing it right. It's 25, and also notice the output is also similar to my handwriting. So I could go ahead and do some other arithmetic operations like taking logarithm or doing sine functions, applying sine functions on the data, and that's at the click of a button gives you the answer. How good is that? And this is one very big implementation to my mind that Apple has brought to the iPad for us to leverage. And moving on, the security is something at the core of what everything Apple does. You can see here you can secure the app level itself. For example, it requires passcode. You can hide and require passcode and cancel. These are some of the options, especially if you've installed and given device to someone. You may want to hide the app and also have secured the app by passcode itself. So moving on, we can look at some customization. This is one other feature I like and spending time on. So you can see here a lot of customizations possible. You can make it dark, you can change the font size or the app itself, large or small. You can select dark, light, and you can do large and small in terms of the display for the app icon size, and the last option, tinted, which will allow you to drag and drop. I think it's a little laggy at times, but then you can see the gradient of colors changing. And depending on what you like, you could go ahead and actually set that as a custom setting. Friends, which feature you like the most? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, it means a lot to us, and I'll see you in my upcoming video.